They do it from either they're calling for the extraordinary general meeting, EGM, or indeed to wait for the annual general meeting. But I think it's an urgent matter. Constitutional reforms are a must. Statutory reforms, probably I should elaborate that. A lot of lacuna in the constitution of us. The first constitution is a supreme document because that is a governing document that creates the institution. Then other documents are simply statutes. The first statutes such as the FIFA first code of ethics, the first disciplinary code, the regulations on the transfer and the regulations on the status and transfer of players, among others. So really there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I've talked about democracy. We are going to create a democratic government. We want to allow people freedom of expression. I promise to make you journalists that we need to treat you fairly and equally. When it comes to opportunities, journalists must be treated fairly. They must be given equal opportunities. That must be the same even to the provincial leadership. You know, the 10 provinces, they must be given equal treatment. There must be no segregation. A leader does not work alone. A leader must be a team player. Together everyone achieves more. Keith Mweemba will not fail, because if you say Keith Mweemba has failed, then all of you journalists, all the members of the provincial association, including other stakeholders, would have failed. But there's no way, where there's a will, there's always a way. There's no way we're going to fail. I think one thing I must make clear, James Madison said in the Federalist paper that, you know, if men were angels, then no government would be necessary. If angels were to govern men, then neither internal nor external controls would be necessary in government. So what am I trying to say? Man is not infallible, but together as a team, we work as a team. We want to create a situation where together everyone achieves more. Team. I have to ensure that at the end of the day, democracy and its fundamental principles. I'm a Democrat, and I want to make sure that democracy is upheld. We want to promote freedom of expression, but freedom of expression does not mean freedom to abuse. We want all the people who were suspended or banned from football to follow the regulations, the rules, come to the round table. They have to come back to football. Reconciliation, uniting of the football family has started today. Abraham Lincoln, the former American president, said democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. So it entails various principles: political tolerance, citizen participation and sovereignty of the people, majority rule but respect for the rights of the minority, freedom of expression, constitutionalism, social and economic pluralism, constitutional limits on government, rule of law, equality before the law. These are things that you bring to the table for everybody to unite. I want you journalists to help me. I cannot do it alone. Help me to start uniting the football family starting today.
Right. So, among the many things that you've mentioned, what are the things that you want to work on first, maybe in the first 3 months?
I talked about uniting the football family must be done in the first 100 days. That one is not negotiable. If you understand football, football is a spirit game. So everybody has to be united. The legends are important. We need to seek wisdom from the legends of this country. So really, to answer your question, I think if you read our manifesto, we have got a football development strategic plan. There are short-term solutions, medium-term solutions, and indeed long-term solutions. So Rome was not built in a day, and the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So those things that can be done immediately. For instance, we have some of the FIFA's statutes do not have the force of law. Those are a matter of urgency. I want my executive to sit down, and then we shall call for a meeting of stakeholders. We want to work with those stakeholders. Government is a necessary stakeholder. The corporate world. We want everybody to come on board and bring back the glory days of Zambian football.
Thank you.